ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. I am intrigued. I am fascinated, especially by the third of the patriarchs, Yaakov, Jacob in English. Yaakov went through a very tumultuous life. He was the younger of twins, and he was born by holding on to the heel of his older brother. And there was always a rivalry between the two brothers. As a matter of fact, the mother felt it already before she gave birth, that there was something strange going on in her inside. And she went and looked for an answer, and she was told, there are two peoples that are going to emanate from you, and the older one is going to serve the younger one. So she knew that, but their rearing, the bringing them up was not so easy. The Torah says that Yaakov was a man of the house, a boy of the house. He liked home. He was very peaceful. He was studious. On the other hand, Esav was a boy of the field. He liked to hunt. He was altogether different. One day, this Esav comes very tired from hunting, and he sees how his brother is eating some kind of concoction made out of lentils. And he says to his brother, give me some of this. And his brother says, okay, if you will give me the rights of the firstborn, I'll give you part of what I have. Well, that wasn't so nice of Jacob, really, but that's what he did. The Torah says that the mother realizes that the true heir, the true spiritual heir of her husband, the father of these boys, is really Yaakov. And when the father, Isaac, is already very old, he calls his older son and he says to him, go into the field, hunt something for me, prepare me a meal, I'm going to give you my blessing. The mother realizes that he's not the right boy for that, and she goes and tells Jacob, you are going to go and bring the food that I'm going to prepare to your father, and you are going to receive the blessing. But Jacob says, I'm so different from my brother, he's very hairy, and I'm not. You know, we are different. The mother goes and disguises him as if he were the older one, and he goes and brings the food to the father, and the father blesses him. Of course, eventually, Esav, the older one, comes from the field, prepares the food, and comes to his father for the blessing. And the father says, I'm sorry, but the blessing was already taken by somebody else. Esav is furious, and he's going to kill his brother because of it. The mother gets wind of it, and she calls her younger son and says, you must go away from home because your brother is going to kill you. And she sends him away to her brother, to a place called Haran. The Torah says that Yaakov starts out of the house, he walks and walks and walks until Vayifga b'makom. What does Vayifga b'makom mean? It means that he reached a certain place, or maybe he just came to the end of the journey. He couldn't go any longer. He sort of was stopped by something. What was that place? Our rabbis say that was actually Mount Moriah. That was the place where the Beit HaMikdash, the Temple of Jerusalem, was going to be built later. Maybe he had the same sensitivity of his grandfather Abraham. He sensed that this place is a holy place. This is a place where you can communicate with God. And the Torah says that he lied down to sleep. But maybe there's something else going on in the life of Jacob. He thinks to himself, what have I done with my life? When my brother came and he asked me for part of the food because he was very tired and hungry, instead of doing what my grandfather Abraham did with strangers, he invited them into his home. He shared his food with them. He didn't ask for anything in retribution. And here, I negotiated with him. What kind of brother am I? And then again, I fooled my father. I faked and said, I am really your older son when I'm not. I took away the blessing from my brother. What kind of man am I? He came to a point of no return. He said, what is my life? And he lied down to sleep. He thought he had come to the end of the road. But then he saw a vision, tremendous vision. He saw there is a ladder that unites earth and heaven, and angels of God are going up and down. He learned from that vision, maybe, you know, you are bound to earth, not really. You can go step by step, you can go up. You can become somebody altogether different. You can become a celestial being. There is no such thing as being stuck in one place. You can always improve. You can always go up higher and higher. And when he woke up, he realized, this is not the end of my life. Maybe I can make some changes. Our rabbis say that instead of going directly to the home of his uncle, he really deviated and went for 14 years. He went to an academy of study. He had to redo himself because he realized that the problem was not the father who didn't recognize him, that he's the right son. The problem was not the brother. The problem was he himself. He had to become another human being, a better human being. And then and only then would he be able to be the true heir of Abraham and Isaac and bring forth the idea of one God in this world. Many of us come to a point in life sometimes when we feel, we have reached the end of the road. We can't go on. We have made so many mistakes. We have so many debts. We have so many shortcomings. What are we going to do? Well, the dream of Jacob is that no matter where you are, there is this ladder. There is a way of step by step making changes. You can, from an earthly human being, you can become celestial, really. You can improve. So who of us is really free of any mistakes? We all have made mistakes. And Yaakov is telling us, it all depends upon you. If you make changes in yourself, if you start little by little, step by step, you can surely make tremendous improvements in your own personality. Maybe each and every one have to internalize really what Jacob did, and we can certainly make improvements in our own lives and thereby be a better husband, a better father, a better member of the community, loyal citizen of the country in which you live. Maybe each and every one have to internalize really what Jacob did, and we can certainly make improvements in our own lives and thereby be a better husband, a better father, a better member of the community, loyal citizen of the country in which you live.